Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?
I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. You see the whole...
My great aspiration, my greatest ambition is to be so good. Now, in that way, I'm tiresome, as I suppose, to live with, because I want to be a fantastic human being.
I am the greatest. We're not disputing that, Cassius, but how does Sonny Liston feel about it? He can't feel but one way, and let's take everything I say and like it. Because February the 25th, I'm going to take back my job. I'm the champ. He's no champ. He's a tramp. When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation.
If I'm a one-hit wonder, at least I got one, huh? At least I got something. Really ain't me. The beat bumping, one song could change lives. Let's see something. One joke could save lives. We gon' keep coming, keep functioning. Something out of nothing. Ball-wise, I'm top 300. Get your favorite artist. I'll chop it up with mutton. If they haters, your ghost could be bludgeon. If they for real, we getting money. Subtract BS minus Negroes, cutting everything authentic. Stupid shit I did it. Punishing myself like my mom prison. No questions, no tea, not lifting. One time for tea, being broke wasn't living. One hit wonder. At least I got.
Good morning. Peace and blessings. Glory, praise, and honor to the Most High. I hope all is well with everybody in the building today. Appreciate you for coming out. I have someone that I want you to show a warm welcome to, making their debut to the morning streams. You see the title. I'm going to explain how we got here, but I want to give a thanks and a shout out to my poets, writers, content creators. Shout out to Rob, Miss Davis. I want to say thank you to you especially for tapping in with us. Let's go ahead and bring her up real quick. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Thank you. Yeah.
Just to do a quick introduction, do you want to tell the people a little bit about yourself, how they can reach you, any projects, anything like that you might want?
I meant to change my yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna put my Instagram name up here. That'll make it easier. So this is my Instagram name. It's Marquita Writes. I'm a writer. I'm a poet in Philly. Can I actually hold on 1 minute? I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I'm a writer. I'm a poet in Philly. I'm working on getting my first book together. I don't know what else to really share that way.
That's fine. I just wanted the people to.
But
It's fine. I just wanted the people to get to know the person behind the camera. You know, just a little quick something. I do thank you again for being here.
Yeah, thank you. Grateful for the opportunity. It's always nice to meet folks and make connections.
Likewise. So this is what I'm gonna do. Just a quick recap. A few days back, I did a live stream, basically speaking on the Sonya Massey verdict. You know, the officer involved was charged and sentenced, and a couple of days ago, I was looking at my notifications, and I got tagged by a gentleman I believe was following my live stream. I didn't check it until recently, and when I saw it, there was a video. And I don't know how much you know about the case. She was shot, killed. He said that he said that she tried to attack him with boiled water. Most of us didn't believe it. We just thought it was him just brutally gunning down this black woman. Everybody was outraged. Even myself, I was extremely outraged over it. And then I get introduced to this video. Now I'm gonna let the video play. It's like I'm not going to go through. Well, I could.
Well,
I don't
I
know.
have to say I don't particularly care to watch it. I appreciate the I appreciate the attempt of transparency when they release videos like this. My personal belief is that that information should be for the family, because otherwise it only just re-traumatizes an already traumatized community. Like, I don't need verification of what's already in my head when I hear she was shot to see that. So I don't care to watch it, but I know you gotta play it for the show or whatever.
Well, see, here's the thing. I agree with you. And I'm not going to play the full video. I'm just going to play a portion of it because, like, I've already seen it before. Like before this right here, I saw it myself, and my stance on it then was she was not trying to attack him. But then when you see this video, it shows something else that I don't think a lot of people noticed before. And I'm not like I'm with you. The trauma and all the things, I don't like that either. But this particular video made me think, all right, was I inaccurate with my assessment? Were we wrong about what the officer said? And even if he was telling the truth, that does not negate the fact that he still brutally unalived this person. So,
Which is why I say I don't know what a video changes about anything substantial regarding that incident. Like, unless she was shooting at him when he walked through the door, there was no reason for the discharge of his weapon. And yeah, so but go ahead.
so I'm gonna run a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna stop it. I just want to. This is my response to him and just in general for this, and I'm gonna put this to bed.
By a police officer on July 6, 2024. I won't go into all of it. You can get the video online. I'll link it. But everybody, about 99% of comments on the internet are all fucking wrong. What am I talking about? Well, this woman here just said that the woman in the video, Sonya, or whatever her name is, here she is, that she didn't pick up the pot of boiling water on the stove. She had a lid in her hand and raised the other. Everybody's getting it wrong. Here's another one. No, she did not. She poured it out in the sink when he told her to go take it off the stove. What an idiot. That's not what happened. What's wrong with your fucking people's eyes? Do your eyeballs not fucking work? What are you guys doing with your 4-inch fucking cell phone screens? You can't see anything. Now watch. When I go over this video, these people right here are saying this stupid shit. They're gonna close the video. They're not gonna watch it because they're delusional religious nutcases. Every fucking single one of them. They're delusional. They want to believe what they want to believe. They don't want the objective fucking facts. The objective facts is that she tried to throw boiling hot water on police officers. You cocksuckers. It's time to fucking admit it, you fucking dumb, blind cocksuckers. Here's another fucking stupid comment. I watched the video. She didn't throw water at them at all. Stop lying. This guy said that to me. Oh, baby. You're done, Mr. Liquid Mark. Time to admit you're fucking wrong when I go over it, Liquid. I want to see your admission in my comments saying, you know what, Painbow? I'm sorry. I'll never question you again because my fucking cell phone has like 720p resolution. Here's another stupid comment. Did you watch the video? She never threw the water. She was picking it up from the stove and then placed it into the sink, and they drew their guns and she froze with her hands up. Another one. Did you see water thrown? Was it the cop's business? She boiling water? Space question mark question mark. Did space when did she say I am throwing water at you? What difference does it make whether or not somebody said they're going to do something? Generally, when people do launch surprise attacks, they don't warn the fucking person they're going to launch a surprise attack. You dumb tard. Time day, you're fucking dumb. All right, let's cover the video real quick. She called the police. Police go there. They're wondering what the fuck's wrong. She said she saw a prowler outside or heard somebody or something. They went there. Okay. She starts acting fucking squirrely as shit. I got a little text document here with all the timestamps. Here you go. You can pause the video and zoom in on your cell phones and read this, can't you? You fucking cell phone people. At 13:57, she was suspiciously. Let's jump to 13:57.
1 second.
Check on her. She's gonna go check the water. That's boiling right now. Do you see that? That's called a flame. Can you see the blue flame right there, guys? That's called a blue flame. Are you following me so far? Yeah, the fucking oven is on, and she takes it off the oven. There it goes. She turned it off. She's grabbing it. All right. She's moving it. The cops are backing away from her because they don't want to get that shit poured on them.
Huh? Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, she said.
I rebuke you in the name
of a fucking nutcase.
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face. Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
Did you guys see what happened? Okay, you dumb fucking retards, I'll show you. Fucking blind, you fucking blind losers. God, you're so fucking blind. Okay, let's slow it down. She has it in her hands right now. She's wearing, not oven mitts, she's wearing pot holders, which are square shaped. Okay, they aim the gun, she drops down. Right when they go around, you're gonna notice something. Right here. Ready? Watch. Right there, you see that red? Do you see that fucking, let me zoom in more, you fucking blind cocksuckers. That red, that's her hand going up. That's her hand going up right there. Right there. Where's that red coming from, dude? Answer right now. Where's that red thing coming up? That's her hand. She's grabbing the fucking pot. She doesn't have to grab the pot, but she's grabbing it. She's going to try to throw it at officers. When the officer gets around here, you're going to see water is going to splash on the floor, dude. Water. Boiling hot water. There it goes. Watch the chair. You see the fucking chair right there? That's a fucking chair with some white cloth or something on it. See Niagara Falls? That's called Niagara fucking Falls, dude. Explain it right now, you blind cocksuckers. What's that on the floor, dude? That's boiling hot water being thrown at them right now. You fuck. There, look at it splash. Look at all that steam down there. But you can't see it on your cell phones because you're fucking dumb and blind. What do you mean she didn't fucking throw it at him? You fuckers. I hate broken brain retards, dude. I see all that fucking bump mapping going on the floor? Yeah, that's called water on the floor, dude. It's not because they shot her. She threw it as he was shooting her. All that shit on the floor is boiling hot water, dude.
That's all I'm gonna play. I don't know what he was trying to prove here. Based on what you've seen from the story and what you see now, does anything change for you? Does your perspective change about this accident or this situation whatsoever?
I'm gonna be very honest. Had I known this is what you were talking about this morning, I would have bowed out because I don't understand why it's a discussion of any kind. And particularly from this individual. Like, I don't know who that person is, but I feel like as a collective, we have to be wiser about how we engage with people who think like this and recognize when people are being disingenuous with their inquiries, because asking questions to prove what you already believe is an attempt to argue in good faith. When you communicate and ask questions, it's supposed to be with the intention of understanding the other person's point of view. And this person clearly already felt, like from the beginning, without a video, it seems, felt that the officer was justified in his actions. So consequently, anything he sees is only going to enrich his opinion. And why elevate that voice? Why do that? Like, why even? That's like the old adage when they say you don't argue.
You hit mute. You hit mute.
Oh, the whole time, or just
No, just the last couple seconds.
yeah. Yeah, I just said I don't understand why engage with this person at all. Like, I really wouldn't care what they said to me because it's not genuine and it would be a waste of my breath to respond to them. As far as the video, I don't even want to counter his argument. You know what I mean? Not just because it's inaccurate, but also it's not anything that he offered in good faith. He already believes what he believes. Then let him have the life he deserves with that belief. That's how I feel.
You know, my only issue with videos and creators like this is that it goes beyond just them being stuck in their own ways. Like, you're going to have people who refuse to change their mind about certain things in general. Some folks you just can't even have a discussion with, period. My problem is
My point exactly.
my problem is when you create these narratives and you post it publicly in an attempt to incite or create a bigger issue than what it really is, based on your own personal feelings towards it, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a content creator, whenever you have a discussion about anything publicly, you have to be extremely responsible with the messages that you put out here to the world, because
You have to be responsible to messages you put out to your audience, not the world. Everybody's only talking to who they perceive as their audience. That individual said exactly what his audience wants to hear because it's what they already believe. I get it. If they had more of a human conscience, sure. But somebody that's typically only concerned with creating content just cares about their audience. Like that's just it. They're not responsible to the world because they don't acknowledge the rest of the world, just a little bubble.
And that's my issue. That's really my issue. Look, you can believe whatever you want. You can feel however you want to feel about whoever you want to feel it about. But when you are essentially spewing hatred and ignorance, that is a problem. Like, your audience might not be my audience, but that does not negate the fact that what you're doing is toxic and is counterproductive to any type of solutions that we may be trying to find in general. Why would you
For
even
sure.
why would you even go ahead?
I'm sorry, I apologize. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say
Um,
it's like, if you are a bitter and broken person trying to give advice to someone about relationships or having something healthy, why would I want to listen to you? It don't make no sense, because you're never going to be able to give me the type of feedback that I need to cultivate something healthy at all, because you're still scorned, you're still hurt, you still have like this biases towards a group of people for your own reasons. You can never speak on the behalf of someone who is healing or going through a journey looking for the truth.
very true. That is very true. So I guess then I would ask the question is, do you think that that was this person's intention to share some sort of truth when they posted that? I doubt this person would recognize something called the truth. And it's just my belief. I think when someone is intentionally harmful to another person, like you can only treat somebody as not human because you don't recognize that part of humanity in yourself. So yes, a sick person or a person with sick ideas can't necessarily give life-giving words, but they don't know they sick. And odds are the person who's seeking them for advice has the same illness, like which is why they don't know they're being told something wrong. Like it already just it's a lot of groupthink in that. And I think it's people's emotional discomfort that comes from the guilt they have associated with certain things. Like I used to I didn't recognize, like in terms of, I think what I'm hearing you say is being able to separate individuals from a group and not judge an individual by a whole group or whatever. But as a woman, there's things I've had with men, you know what I mean? But it wasn't until I recognized that tendency, that belief about all men was affecting my relationship with men I actually love. Like I might have been afraid of men, but when I treat my brother or my son or my bros that way, then it's not healthy for either of us. You know what I mean? It might cause me to have bad behavior or maybe lack a certain sensitivity when it comes to them. So I had to address my own ism about the all for me to be sensitive to even a few. That person, because of how they feel about Black people in general, you know what I'm saying, wouldn't be sensitive to one and wouldn't care about the harm it's doing to the community as a whole because they don't care, like for whatever reason. And I think unless we understand the reasons, you can't solve the problem. Like unless you know why a person believes what they believe, you don't have a real chance at changing their beliefs.
I agree. You know, it's a very uncomfortable position to be in when you sit at this seat. One, because for me personally, I tried to be neutral and unbiased all across the board and empathetic on every side as well. And with these type of discussions, yeah, they're uncomfortable. Nobody really wants to talk about them, but if we don't talk about them and we bury them, nothing gets resolved. There's no understanding. The level of communication in this country has diminished so drastically that it's sad, because either we're not willing to go to them uncomfortable places and pluck the root out from where it is so that we can create something better, or we are so in ourself that nobody else around us matters. It's just us. It's just our world and our bubble. And I've had people say, "Oh, why do you always talk about this specific thing or that?" It has nothing to do with trauma. It's the fact that so many people get lied to on a daily basis. We don't know who's telling the truth anymore. We really don't. Everybody is out for something. Go ahead.
I mean, I imagine so, but in a large way, that's not my experience. I could see where I held that idea when I thought about things a lot bigger, but I think life is both. Like, there's just like how a camera has different lenses, you can zoom out, zoom in, you can look at things up close and far away. I think when it comes to us, we have to look at things both ways. It's our own stuff, but also zoom out to see how our stuff is connected and recognize the interplay of those things. So, yes, there's a deep divide. We're all kind of siloed and entrenched in our ideas and beliefs. But lots of them are for good reasons. Lots of them are for good reasons. And for a person to hold a position as a matter of defense or protection is reasonable, versus the person who holds the position that they ought to be allowed into that space without proof of trustworthiness within that space. So even if it's just like on a racial thing, black people, white people, I have white friends, but these are people who over time have shown themselves to be a friend to me. Now, I can be cordial and social with white people, because an individual I don't know hasn't really given me a reason to reject them. However, I can only judge them based on the collective data that I have of the group, which ain't good. So I'm not saying that I gotta go out of my way to not have contact with white people, but I think it would be unintelligent for me to think I can just off the bat offer them the same grace, because I don't know what kind of white person they are. And just like it's different mindsets in black folks, it's different mindsets in them. And until I know what I'm dealing with, as a matter of wisdom, it means keep them at arm's length. Like, they don't need to know more than they need to know. They don't need more access to me in my life than they need in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of how, if it means I come off bitchy, oh well. I know I'm not a bitch, and I don't need to prove that I'm not to somebody in my life. So, you know what I mean? Like, unless unless a person needs to do that, I think it's unfair to judge people when they feel protective of themselves. Like, that whole idea of giving people passes to cookouts and stuff, I think that's unwise. As much as I also say I'm a being of love and we're all the same, I get that, but unless the other people agree with that statement, then I risk harm to myself. And I don't, by the time I know, I'm already hurt. You know what I mean? So, in little ways, I guess where you could assess risk in a small way, and give people over time a chance to show who they are as a person, that's something different. But just that blanket, hey, come over here and let's talk. I don't even know who I'm talking to because everybody's socialized to be a particular way. Or to your point, people know what to say to get what they want if they have an agenda. But as the listener, I have to have time to suss that out for myself. And, to see what discernment say, what spirit say, what my experience says. And I can't rush whatever my process is to make another person comfortable. Just like I wouldn't ask them to rush whatever their process is to get comfortable with me just for my sake. You know what I mean? Because the act of friendship in that moment would be giving somebody time to come to their own understanding. It's the difference between saying, here, kitty, kitty, and offering kitty something versus grabbing it saying, get over here, cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you want to be perceived? That's the way you ought to act then,
So let me ask you a question. Based on the gravity of and nature of this particular subject, do you think that it is counterproductive to address and attack the issue versus letting it kind of just float on in the social media abyss and take its route or route wherever it may land? I mean, and what I'm speaking about is
honestly, because I think that video has its place, and not just to the audience and his like-minded folks. Honestly, I think things like that need to be shown to white people sitting on the bench, because these are conversations that they need to be having with each other. You know what I mean? Like, I'm listening to this book by Dick Gregory called No More Lies. And in it, he's telling this story about he made this story as an illustration, for white people. And he was saying, like, if I came to your house with my child and your dog bit my child, I'm gonna be pissed off. Or if it always happened, I'm gonna have a problem. If I came to your house with my child and your dog tried to bite us, but you intervened, I'm not going to be that mad. I'm not going to like that it happened, but I'm not going to be that mad. Or if in you trying to save us, you got bit, I'm even going to have some empathy now. The problem is that white people sitting on the bench are watching Black people, these things happen to us, by racism, and they're not saying anything because either it's not bothering them or they don't want to talk to their skin folk about their own behavior and beliefs. And I get it. It's uncomfortable to talk with family about things like that. My parents, when they were here, were older and had some really weird ideas. Not weird, but some ideas that weren't very progressive as it relates to a lot of behaviors of Black people and women. But at some point, I had to confront them about that. Where they were wrong, I had to check. That's not appropriate. This is why that idea don't work. This is, you know what I mean? That's what you have to do. But white people aren't doing that with each other. statistically speaking, it's not enough black people in this country, even if we was all free and wealthy, to do a whole lot. 13% ain't a whole lot of much or anything. However, that they don't speak to each other when they go to correct things about ideas. That all black people do this, like that's not even enough. They know that most of them is the ones on welfare, but they don't have them conversations with each other. They rather just let grandpa think it's only black folks. That's wild to me. Or
I
that it's
always
okay to sleep with black people but have these harmful ideas about them. They don't call each other out enough, I think.
I always felt like
I think that
there's a
video should be shown to all white mothers and tell them that's how their sons think. That's what I think.
so this I look at it like there's one side versus the other side. The people who have it and the people who don't have it. So everybody who actually has the funding, the backing, the infrastructures, they don't really care if you're black, white, yellow, or red. As far as they're concerned, you are a resource. And as long as they have the position and the power, they will use you however they need to maintain their positions. That right there is, to me, a component to why they will never have those type of conversations with each other. Because if you're trying to keep your families and your legacy in a comfortable space, then you're going to have to do some ugly things in order for that to be maintained. The video, to me, it represents a couple of points. One, that even if you want to say she tried to throw the pan, that does not give that man the right to fatally wound her. In fact, he could have easily just backed away. They were behind the counter. They did not have to move and progress forward. They could have easily just backed out, left out of the place. They went forward. So the argument that he was trying to say, I don't know if his point was, well, she tried to throw the water, so it wasn't really him doing anything but self-defense. I don't like that. I don't like that narrative that he was trying to spin. And I don't like the fact that his disposition is coming from his own homegrown perception of the black culture, the comment section. He's listening to everybody on social media. It's all ignorant. It's all ugly. It's all messy. And that woman should still be alive today. The officer, you had training. You did not get put in that position to have that badge without understanding that there were other ways that you could have handled that. I don't care if you say that she tried to do this, or there's other ways you could have handled that, period. But they're probably never, there's probably a small percentage of white people who have those type of conversations. I've only seen them here and there. So this ain't got nothing to do with them. I guess we're more or less speaking to the majority. And when you stuck in your way, you stuck in your way. There's just some folks you can't change their mind at all. Unfortunately, only through time, only through error, only through life teaching you that this is not how we're supposed to handle these situations. Black people aren't responsible for all of the crime in the world. Black people are not responsible for the school shootings, et cetera, et cetera. Let's stop with putting out these false stereotypes as if it's just applied to one group of people. Hispanics kill, Asians kill, Indian people kill. I just did a live stream a few days ago somewhere in India. 4 men ran into a hospital and executed another Indian man in his hospital unit. And they walked out like it was nothing. So
Yeah. Well, I think I think um I think I think that it helps to when we come across these narratives that we don't like, I guess to get to the fact of it, like even if it is the underpinning of black people are somehow more violent, that's just not true. And you can offer people a lot of information for that. You know, statistically, violent crime is going down across the country. Proportionately, race on race crime happens the same because violent crimes are often crimes of proximity. So people who live near each other will commit crime against each other. So yeah, everybody kind of does it more or less. But I think when you see narratives being pushed that are so opposite of a reality, then rather than to argue about it, we have to question why. Like, why is this particular lie have so? Why is this lie's leg so strong? Like, why is this the thing that everybody is being told to believe when it's just not true? Um, and that is the bigger question, and that is the question I think because other folks feel how they feel about black people, they don't want to put their feelings to the side and allow themselves to be curious. They'd rather just be right in their wrong beliefs because somehow to them it's a better moral position. It makes them feel better about themselves to think of us as a particular way. Um, which is just crazy to me. But I think that there are, like you said, there are a few who are willing and brave enough to do the work of having those conversations. And I have friends who don't have contact with their families because of how they are so in disagreement with some of their beliefs. But by and large, I think there's a larger portion that just is unaware or disinterested. They don't know they need to care. You know what I'm saying? It's something on TV. It's not real, which is why the present pain brought on by this administration is so shocking to a lot of the poor white folks. Like, who, me? Yeah, you too. Because to your point, the bigger issue is class, is wage. That is the bigger issue. It's, race is the thing that they've given us to argue about while they keep all our money, but it really is money.
yeah, I agree 100%. And it was something you said a few minutes ago that I think a lot of us don't consider enough of. How you vet friends, how you vet family, how you vet in the dating pool. You really do have to be more boundary prone. You have to, especially in 2025. People are not operating the way that they did when we were growing up. Traditional values do not hold the same weight that they used to. You can't even say hi to a person walking up and down the street without it being weird. But that used to be normal in the country. It still is in some places. Until you actually know if this person is, and this is just in general, until you know that this person is what they are identifying as, you have to be under the assumption that anything is possible with people. Humans are very fickle. You just like, it's like, how do you just automatically assume that someone who is aesthetically well put together is a ball of joy? They could be Jeffrey Dahmer. They could be Hitler. They could be
Word.
like, I don't know why people
They
are
don't even
still.
gotta be that bad. For me, they could just take too long in the bathroom on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Like it's you ain't got to be the worst person in the world. You just got to not get on my nerves. But I could definitely see in my own history because I was choosing incorrectly. You know what I mean? You choose by your appetites and you don't have a good diet, you're gonna end up with a bellyache all the time. But you got to learn to notice what's good for you and not just what's good to you.
Go ahead, talk that. That's real. That's real spill. I was just on Twitter a few minutes ago, and I'm seeing a bunch of people saying, "Oh, you better not deal with this type of person again because they'll leave you like this." And I'm like, well, I mean, to be honest, we put ourselves in these positions most of the time when we end up with horrible friends and horrible partners, or you see how the government is doing us. It's because we as a collective, we individually choose a path that does not really benefit nobody. In the end, it took me some time, just like
Yeah.
it took me some time to figure out I was being hard-headed and rebellious and stubborn and me. Everything has to be about me. And you find out the hard way that life don't really owe you nothing, and you have to treat people as they come. So I reject that clip. I reject the message that he was trying to put out. I think and I believe that his purpose serves as a bigger purpose. I think it goes beyond what he was trying to do. And you said it definitely goes further than that. Oh, he's just trying to be hateful. Nah, this opens up discussions for something a lot more broader. And that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to address it today. And you made some excellent points about that too. So shout out.
Oh, I'm grateful. Thank you. I was waiting for you to tell me I was talking too much.
Nah. When you cooking, I'm gonna let you cook.
Word.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, you are more likely gonna know some things that I don't know, and I have no problem with you doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? We're not big headed over here. All right, you get your bars off however you need to.
Word. Thank
Is
you.
there
I'm grateful.
is there anything you want to leave with the people in terms of this entire situation before we close out?
Yeah, if where you can, because I get it. Like I scroll, you know what I mean? But I think we're at a place where because we're the grown-ups now, we gotta prioritize our education over our entertainment wherever we can. So if you're going to scroll, let it be something that can teach you something. It can also be entertaining too. Kev on stage has a lot of wisdom and he's a comedian. You know, just follow what feeds you. I read in the book once that choose life so that you might have it and that more abundantly. So whatever feels more life given to you, do that. We don't need to feed the machine by engaging with the force fed anxiety, these you know, this footage and the news, shit like that.
1,000. Well, look, man, for this being your first time up here, you did an exceptional job. I appreciate your candor. I appreciate you being completely transparent and honest. We need more of it. I pray we continue to have these type of discussions, man. I know they're uncomfortable. I know it rub people the wrong way, but we have to talk about this stuff, man, because otherwise we're just going to keep getting fed BS by everybody else, and that's just not cutting it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all go follow her on all her platforms. Congratulations on all your work. I will see you guys later on.
Thank you. All right.
And
have a good day.
You have a blessed one. Y'all take care, and I'll see you guys later.
Word.
If I'm a one-hit wonder, at least I got one, huh? At least I got something, really ain't me. The beat bumping, one song could change lives. Let's see something, one joke could save lives. We gon' keep coming, keep functioning, something out of nothing. Ball-wise, I'm top 300. Get your favorite artist, I'll chop it up with mutton. If they haters, your ghost could be bludgeon. If they for real, we getting money. Subtract BS minus Negroes, frontin' everything authentic. Stupid shit I did it, punishing myself like my mom prison. No questions, no T not lifting. One time for T being